we are so happy to be starting our first webinar of the summer workshop. I was having a conversation with Brittany Mellon that here I am from Brazil, and here in Brazil is not summer, it's winter. I am guessing to be in the summer because I actually don't like a lot of winter, but the summer workshop is gonna be launched and we are so happy. So the first thing we wanted to say is welcome to Girls Voices Movement. Welcome, Melody, and welcome for everyone, because we are so happy to have you here to join this movement that are increasing. I will talk a little bit about my experience, but we are just here to say that we are happy and so glad that you decided and it's going to be part of this movement that we are taking. So, the webinar would be leaders with me. I am Alumni ambassador from Brazil, like I said, and Rupa, but I think she had some problems with her internet, but she's from India too. We have people from all across the globe, Melody, and something amazing, really. So Girls Voices Movement and the whole platform is made into be a very respectful and safe environment. So this is, for me, is one of the things I most like in this, because we are so different, and this is the most amazing thing we have, because no one is equal to anyone, but we can like be together every time, you know, and we have different nationalities, cultures, religions, colors. We are in different parts of the globe. So this is something very amazing, because I always felt so respectful and safe, and the platform is always helping us to this. So Melody, every time you enter on the webinars, please make sure to don't be shy to nothing, because we are real in a community. So we were really wanted to be and help each other and be with Girls Voices is a respectful and safe environment. So the agenda for today would be like, first I was gonna say a little bit about what is Alumni Ambassador and my whole experience with this, about Girls Voices Movement, Star Circle, that will be with Brittany, Melody, and I. A little bit of the platform, the theme, and Q&A and comments if you have, okay? So I am Alumni Ambassador, Melody. Let me explain for you what's going to be this. It's a pleasure. I'm really enjoying this whole, because I was in the same place as you. I was entered on the Girls Voice. I am part of this Girls Voice movement since 2020. So it was amazing, because we are first like started the pandemic, and was so hard. It's still being so hard, but that time I think was really crazy, more crazy. And when I entered on the Girls Voice movement, I love it because I felt so much inspiration. I felt power, and now I'm feeling so much more confidence, you know, because I can know that I have the power to share my voice, and I know that small things can change my community, the world. Because I think before I was thinking like, no, if you wanted to change the world, you need to start doing something so big. But no, here at the Girls Voice Movement, I discovered the power of do the small things, you know? So we are 12 alumni ambassadors that are students who are part of the Girls Voice and Hello student, and now we are helping to lead the community. So we are in the 12 people. And we are in the 6th continent, leading by Brittany, that are the Director of People Programs in Greater Good. And we are supposed, and we love to do this, that is having now to attend on the webinars. So we're gonna start to do more this by leading them and giving supportive feedback. Like I was commenting in your things, we are always reading the things that are being posted there and learn with everybody on the platform, of course, because this is the first class of Alumni Ambassador of Girls Voice Movement, and it's such being an crazy thing, because we have the opportunity to talk and to lead with a lot of people from across the globe, and it's just incredible. My experience is being such an amazing thing. So I put here just a thing for us to talk a little bit more about Girls' Voices movement. I love this phrase from the website of Girls' Voices movement that talk like, these girls will change the world. And I really believe we're gonna did this because we can do whatever we want to do. Unfortunately, the gap gender is so hard and so big for us. But I believe that organizations like Girls' Voices movement, and with our power to believe in ourselves and to believe in our own voice, can change this, because we have so much powerful women that are changing the world. And why not us to do this? So this is something very special and amazing about the project, that is just for us to do an overview and know more about this. I actually put here a video that I love it from the Girls' Voices. It's a short video. I will share with you, and please just send for me if you are a listen, okay? I will go and put the play.
Let's not take things for granted. Let's dream.
Ser niña es luchar por nuestros sueños y defender nuestros derechos.
Yo quiero seguir adelante con mis...
My dream of becoming a criminologist.
Quiero ser arquitecta.
My dream is to become a teacher.
I want to become an engineer.
Aspire to be an IT specialist.
I want to finish high school, go to university and get my diploma.
E o meu sonho pro futuro é poder fazer minha faculdade, que é tanto sonho.
I believe if I keep in school, I will achieve my goals.
My dream is to become a lawyer.
My dream of becoming a police officer.
Quiero ser una enfermera.
I want to be a fashion designer.
My dream is to become a successful businesswoman.
Graduarme de doctora.
I will not stop striving hard to achieve my dream.
I want myself to succeed.
We have the power to change the world.
Not just dream, make it real.
Yeah, let me back. I do love this video because show a lot of girls from all over the globe, and they have different dreams. But I think the most important thing is about the power I feel when I watch this video. I don't know what you see and feel, but I feel like I have a dream and I can do this, you know, because it's hard for us. And sometimes we think, oh, we are less, we are women, we can't have this much power, but no, we can and we have. So this was a video that I watched before when I started on the Girls' Voices movement, and I just love it because this is what makes me feel so much having the inspiration to see and to watch stories across the globe and to feel more powerful about this. So I just wanted to highlight this video because it was something that I really love it to watch. And now I wanted to do a story circle that is gonna walk like a dynamical thing. We are just our three here, so let's do like the easier and the funniest ever. I will start, okay? Because I was thinking for us to say our names, country, fun fact, and typical food, because it's something related about our team in this cohort. So I will start with this story circle, okay? And after, if you can go, I will love. So my name is Deborah. I am from Brazil. I was born and raised in a state called Minas Gerais. It's not so much famous like Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, but it's a big state. A fun fact about me is that I don't watch horror movies. I am super scared about that. And it's a fun fact because I have a cousin. She's like 7 years old, and she watched some movies, and she's like, Deborah, let's watch something. And I was like, no, I can't. No, even if people, I don't know, pay me for watch it, I don't watch because I'm so scared, you know. And this is something I was, I don't know, 10 years. I never watched a horror movie, never. And I'm so scared about this. And I put here another thing, that pão de queijo means cheese bread. That is so much common here. It's a kind of snack. And we usually eat with coffee in the morning. But for us, the Mineiros, because we are in the Minas Gerais, so we call Mineiros, we eat pão de queijo every time because it's delicious. It's so cultural. So a lot of people get paid because of pão de queijo. It's a traditional here. So a lot of people learn how to do, you can say, and it's so important, and really is a delicious. Hopefully one day you can prove it because I love it, pão de queijo. I love it. I actually don't know how to do this so good because I'm not so good at the kitchen to do food, but it's super delicious. And this is one of the things that is most cultural thing about the Minas Gerais food.
What's in
now
it?
It's your turn.
Oh, can I ask what's in it?
What? Sorry.
What's in it? What's it made of?
Oh, it's about cheese. Cheese. It's like cheese bread. Yes, cheese bread. It's delicious. It's delicious. It seems like to be so common and not delicious, but it's delicious. And here we put, it's not normal, but we can put something inside with cheese and something with inside. But I do love the cheese bread. It's like a bread with cheese, but it's something so special.
Yum.
And now it's your turn. I wanted to please hear your name, country, fun fact about you, and typical food. And for Melody, I would love to hear, Melody, your expectations with Girls' Voices movement and about the course. If I remember, you are on the videography course, right?
Yes.
Oh, amazing.
So, hello, my name is Melody Borja Caleb. I'm from the United States. Fun fact about me is I actually don't like horror movies as well, but I'm really into horror video games. So it's kind of like a weird balance, but also it's like you would think I'd like both, but I actually just like one. Typical food is more along the lines of probably hamburgers or fries or onion rings in America. And we have a bunch of variety from other places, but mostly if you go to like fast food restaurants or American places, they'll serve a lot of meat and hamburgers. And my expectation for Girls' Voices movement is probably to strengthen some knowledge that I have in the film industry and hopefully make connections to other people who maybe also are attempting this course online, and maybe we can be friends and have that connection for the future.
Amazing. Yes, we're gonna do this. Melody, thank you so much for sharing with us. Brittany, do you wanna share?
Sure. I'm Brittany. I'm from the US as well. And all three of us don't like horror movies.
This is good.
We all have something in common for sure. I do not know. Ever since I was little, I can't stand them either. And typical food. So like Melody said, like burgers, that's pretty typical out, when you go out. But something our family has done for a few years now is green juice in the morning. So we blend this, like it is spinach, celery, a lot of ginger and lemon, and we blend that all together and drink it. I know that sounds strange, but that's a typical food in our house.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we have typical foods is so different because for us it's so common, but when we look like if other people started to look at this, it can be a little bit strange. But thank you so much. I love it to know that I am not alone with these things about horror movies because I was like crazy. My mom always talking to me, no way, this is so common. My mom loves to watch horror movies. And every time she's watching, I am like, I will go to, I don't know, upstairs, but I will not watch this. And she's in the Sunday, she's watching, and I'm like, no way. But thank you so much for sharing, guys. I love it. And something that I just wanted to say about this exercise, and especially for Melody, and she already has some experiences, Melody, and this is the power of storytelling. And it's something that Girls' Voices have helped me a lot. because like our theme is related to food, but we can put this in our reality and we can put this in our own vision. And this is storytelling. We're gonna story. We're gonna do our pitch. We're gonna do everything, and it's just with the start. So I think this is so much powerful for us because little things can start to be a history, and people can watch and people can see that and be inspired. And this is so amazing, I think. And now I just wanted to go to the platform, especially for Melody, for us just to take a look in the platform. Let me go here. Melody is already being the platform, so I think, I don't know if you enjoy it, if Melody, and if you wanted to share with us about your experience, it's gonna be amazing.
I like the platform because it's very individual oriented. So they have videos for almost everything, explaining how to complete the assignments, and they have a bunch of discussion questions and answers from other students at the bottom, so you're able to see, read, and respond to others' responses. And I find it really easy to work with. It's not very complicated, which is really good, especially for someone like me who's not the best with technology. So I really like the platform and kind of how to get around and how I get to speak to others as well.
Oh, amazing. This is so good to hear, right, Brittany? And the platform is working like, I too like this platform because I do have some problems with some technology sometimes, but this one for me was easy to use. So just for us to take a tour for here, I just wanted to share something that I discovered after, and I like it a lot, about the messages. Here on the platform, we can send messages for people or for our course, for Brittany, for me. So if you wanted to send our message, you can compose here, and it's like an email. So you can send for, let me see here, Brittany, for example. You can send for Brittany, and it's so good because if you have any questions and you wanted to know more about, you can send for us, okay? And another part is that we have the discussion. I will just highlight some parts that I think are most cool. And here in the discussion, we can see what people are posting, what people are doing, and do the supportive feedback if you want, and be like seeing their comments, their activity, and it's good too. And here we have the library that I do like a lot because you can see whatever you wanted to do. So if you go here at the photography course, and you're gonna see everything and your progress. So it's so good. And actually, Melody, we're gonna have another webinars, and usually, right, Brittany, we put on the end of these sessions the webinar for us to, when we have some webinars that are most technical and to help with the project, to help editing the videos, we have some tips that is so good for after. If you want, you can just go out and check a little bit more, okay? But it's good that you are liking the platform. I do like the platform because I think it's easier. It have a color that I like. So, but if you have any problems with, you can talk with us, okay, Melody? So
yes, thank you.
Here. You're welcome. I'm back here for the presentation. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the team. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask for us, Melody. This is the activity we did about the food was because I wanted for us to enter on this theme because it's gonna be something very special that is gonna run from this workshop that is go until July 31st of July, and it's gonna be like the prompt. I will just read the prompt because I think it's important for us. And don't mind if, I need to know a little bit about this because it's on the platform. If you have any questions, you can ask us and you can go to the prompt part. But it's just like how meals can transform our lives. So our prompt is, we wanted to hear how you and your community gather around food. What ingredients to do you collect? How do you prepare and cook them? And importantly, with who? So I think this is so powerful because we can add our own vision, and maybe this is gonna be the most important thing. So if I'm gonna take like a tip, it's gonna be this. I would love to see how people are looking for this, how they know about how the food and the meals are transforming, how the times are passing. Because if you can, for example, if you can look, meals are supposed to do just by women in the past, but now we are transforming these times. We are doing a lot. It's not just for women. We know that it's for everybody. It's not just a work for women. No, you can be a man and do this. So I think it's gonna have a lot of topics. I don't know if you have any prompt ideas. It's not supposed because we are in the start, so no problem at all. But if you have some of them, and you can always share with us on the webinar, because we're gonna love to know and to help you if you want. Okay.
Okay.
So here is just the theme again, but I think it's clearly, Melody, do you have any questions about the prompt?
Are we good to make the video of both real life footage and then drawings as well? So
yeah.
if we want, okay, thank you.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm becoming excited. Okay, Melody, for your project.
Thank you.
And just for us we are going to the finish. I was thinking some tips that I would love to give because it's important. I was part of the project. I was doing my project, and this helped me a lot. So I think the first time and the most important of everything is to enjoy. It's about a process. So you need to enjoy the process. You know, it's so important for us to do the final project because we really want to see this. But it's important for us to enjoy, to know how to use more our skills, our voice, our creative side, and it's so good. So one tip is for you, just enjoy this part because it's gonna be amazing. Another tip is to ask questions if you have. Don't be shy, because I was feeling like this. I am a shy person, and sometimes I was like, oh, I will not ask because I have this. But here is so good because we are in this supportive and respectful environment. So we are just here to help each other, and questions and supportive feedbacks are so welcome. Another thing is to be yourself, of course. Like I was saying, our way to put our vision on the things, I think, is the most powerful thing we can do. To webinars, to be in the webinars is so good because we can be in touch with other people, with the alumni ambassadors, with Brittany, with the other students. So it's so good. Like we are having this, and it's kind of so good too because we can talk a lot of on other things about our country, how the pandemic is going. So it's such a great activity, and I really enjoy it a lot. And your power is to share your voice. So never forget about this, because the project is so good for us to discover this in our side. But I think we need to know this. We have our own power, and this is something unique. And the world needs to know about this. So this is one thing that this is like five tips I was thinking if I want to give them, because for me that like make a lot of difference. And now it's making difference because I'm still learning and knowing more about the Girls' Voice movement and how they can support me and helping me a lot. I think we are almost in the end. And now I would ask if you have any questions or comments or anything you wanted to add for us, Brittany too. And it's just for us to talk a little bit more about, and it's gonna kind of free.
Deborah, thank you so much for that presentation. It was beautiful. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, and if there's any, Melody, if you have any questions about like the prompt or any ideas you may already have, we can talk about those. The next webinar we would do would be going through your storyboard and your pitch about your potential project. So it's okay if you don't have any ideas just yet, but we wanted to see if that prompt is like encouraging to you and it is cultivating some ideas.
I had a couple ideas of maybe discussing the popular places in my area where, you know, me or my friends would go to hang out, or I know that my neighbors would have their birthday parties, and then kind of speak about those places and the food that they have, and then how all of us would get together and eat as kind of just a big community and spend time together. And then I would incorporate drawn images of film that I wasn't able to get. And I would also include pictures of people and audio from people who I would interview.
Yes, those are great ideas.
Wonderful.
One thing I want to invite you to think about is, you know, it's interesting that there's very few other things that gather people the way that meals do and the way that food does. So I just want us to think creatively about what is it that makes food so special to join around, you know? And then that's one part. And then the other part is what do you see is unique about the way that your community gathers? Think about the whole experience, like the sensory experience, like what sounds do you hear when people gather? What sights do you see? What do you smell? Are you involved in like the cooking process, or are you just there when it's done? And kind of think of like your most memorable meals. Maybe that's a good question for us to think about right now. Like, what are some of your most memorable meals, and why were they so memorable? Like, why do they stand out to you?
For me, it's probably one of my most memorable meals would be one of the birthdays that I went to for a friend. We surprised her and took her to a sushi restaurant that was nearby. And it was me and a couple of my friends and then the parents. And we all kind of hung out at the table and we were laughing and we had a lot of food and it was really good. And I don't think I'll ever forget that.
Oh, that sounds like...
Yeah, so good. I think memorable meals for me is always when I am with my family. So especially at the Christmas, because I am so happy and it's a very traditional for us. And it's always super memorable. I will never forget about any one of them. And we are happy, we are ending the year. Unfortunately, these times we are not able to do this for almost 2 years because of the pandemic. But even for this long time, because we are needing to have the social distance, I can remember clearly, like when I was a child, now, and probably will be something that I will always remember because it's so special for me.
Holiday. You have a huge family, Deborah. You have a big family that gathers.
Yeah, big family. And sorry. How many? Oh my God, my family, my home, we are 5, but we are always supposed to be with my grandmother. So it's more than, I don't know, my cousins, my aunts. Oh, I don't know, but it's probably more than 12 or 30. So it's a lot of people in a dinner and we are always together. I miss them because of these times we can't do this, of course. But before it was so good. We are just everybody together sharing our moments and was something very special. I hope you can get as soon as possible because it's something that I miss a lot.
Yeah, I hope you can this year.
Yes.
Yeah. I too, Deborah, I have a huge family. So I have something like, I don't know, 23 cousins. And so we would get together, a lot of us, during the holidays. And I just loved the chaos of that. And my mom would make this lasagna, like an Italian dish that was.
I love.
Yes, it was so good. But what made it special was just that everybody was there and it was loud. And yeah, you know, we just got to play with cousins and things like that. And then another meal that really stands out for me was when we moved. So we moved from Tucson to San Diego, and we have some dear friends who hosted a going away meal for us, and they went all out. I don't know if you've ever been, so they like made it a coursed meal. So they brought out like 5 or 6 different courses. And then throughout the night, everybody was just sitting around and enjoying the food as they brought it out. And then they kind of did this thing where they told stories about, we all just told stories because we had been friends for the last 15 years and fun stories about us to help, you know, our departure and our journey to our new home. And that was so loving and so kind to, I mean, we talk about that meal all the time. So it was the most incredible send-off for sure.
And memorable, because I think you're gonna never forget about this.
Never. Also, you know how people show you generosity in a way that you want to then do for other people? That was certainly an example of that for us. Thank you so much, Deborah, for leading. And if you want to stay on, I'd like to talk to you more just so we can clear things up. And unless anybody else has anything to say, we'll schedule the next webinar around the same time next week.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy I was able to be here.
Us too, Melody.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, Melody, for being with us today. We love it. You are so special for us. Thank you so much, really.
Thank you both as well. I really love the presentation, honestly. I'm really excited.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Really, this means the world.
Okay, well, we'll see you in the platform and then next week as well.
Okay, thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.